What up, y'all? Wicked up in here. I know it's been a long ass time, about 4 months or so since I've been on this motherfucker. So, what I'm gonna do is two different videos. The first video, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna show you guys. This is basically just gonna be a album reviews. I have a lot of albums to go through. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've been on here, so I'm gonna cut right to it. The first album, The Mighty Death Pop. Insane Clown Posse. Now, with this album, um, they said I think it was going on 3 years that they said they were gonna make this album. And, I remember because they revealed the face of this album, Halloween 2010 in Detroit. And, I was all psyched. They were saying over and over about how it was gonna be more dark, uh, basically more of the old shit mixed in with new flavor. And I was psyched. And then when I read on throughout the years, it said some shit about how basically all the anger about the press and the media and talking shit about the Juggalos and ICP throughout the years. And I'm like, yes, finally an album like this. Because the Juggalos can agree we've been waiting for this album for a long time. Now, when this came out, I like it, but I don't think this should have been a Joker's card. I mean, I put this right along with like the Tempest or the Eye of the Storm, stuff like that. Like because the intro, um, I it was weak, but I understand it. Basically, it was talking about how people took their life for granted. They think they could do whatever the hell they want, and they could still live to see another day, which is not true. Your life is very, very fragile, and you can still live your life, but with precautions. You know, like it's, it's life, really. Um, the intro, the Mighty Desktop, the title track, it was definitely different. It was way too poppy to be a Joker's card or an ICP track. Period. To be completely honest. Now, with all these songs, I can agree with a lot of people because I've had this thought as well. 9 times out of 10 of these tracks on this album, it feels that they just put out put different tracks in like there you go, there's the album. Which if you review like the Riddle Box or Ringmaster, Hell's Pit, and the first six of the Joker's card, it goes from front to back. It's not spotty. And that's what this album is. I mean shit, even Bang Pow Boom was from front to back. It was body here and there, but that didn't bother me. This bothers me because it's a good album, but like I said, it shouldn't be a Joker's card. I mean, I could say that throughout this entire interview, it shouldn't have been a Joker's card. Now, with everything, the only tracks I actually like was Night of the Chainsaw, Chris Benoit, The Blaster, I Hate Her to Death, Where's God, and that's pretty much it. Like the Blaster is literally by far my favorite track, by far because it has that storytelling and it has that old school wicked shit. Night of the Chainsaw, yes, great song, but some things I don't like about it. One of the major things I did not like about it is how Violent J ended the third verse with "written by Joe Bruce." Really, you really couldn't find just one more line to rhyme the rest of that chorus or that verse with. Instead, you had to go written by Joe Bruce. I mean, it took you almost 3 years to make this album. You had a lot of time to make this album, and the best you can do is end the song with "Written by Joe Bruce." I'm sorry, that's like, I feel he can do a lot better than that. Um, Kickin', it had more of the hip hop feeling, and that's not what bothered me. What bothered me is how they tried. I mean, I think the Juggalos got to their head a little bit when saying they want to hear the old shit. So the last time I heard anything about a Ninja track, as far as my knowledge, and I could be wrong, was Tunnel of Love, Ninja, and I think they were trying to go back too far. You know, like, in my eyes, what I think they should have done is have that wicked shit feeling, adding on to everything they've learned. Have that new flavor, you know, just something wicked, something new, something that's never been done before. You know, that's what I'm craving from them. Um, Lately, like I've said, up until their latest release, off of Psychopathic, lately Psychopathic's been doing horrible. I'm sorry, I'll always be a juggalo to the day I die, but lately Psychopathic has been doing shit. They haven't been putting out any good albums until just literally recent, which I'm going to get to later on in the video, but yeah. To finish this shortly and quickly, a few tracks I like off it. I mean, they could have done a hell lot better for being almost 3 years, but other than that, I don't think this should have been a Joker's card, hands down. It's a good album, but not a Joker's card. Anyway, moving on. The next album I'm going to be doing is Cottonmouth King's Mile High. Now, I gotta say, there's, I love this album. Like, their last album, I think it's Sunset, I don't know what it's called, Sunset something. I didn't have a feel to it. I liked a few tracks on it, but I think it was too California-ish to me. Um, I like that hard-hitting, uh, pot smoking type shit, you know. I mean, they still talk about weed, don't get me wrong, it's the Cottonmouth Kings. When don't they talk about weed? But this album I love. I mean, my favorite song off here is Roll Us a Joint. I mean, how it just had that feel, how it had, um, I can't even describe it, it's so good, you know. I mean, I don't know. Hold up. Really? A woman does not have this on there. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna kill her for that. I mean, they're talking about it. I want to hear it now. So, bear with me just really, really quick. Uh, but yes, with this artwork, yeah, with that artwork, they had to change it about, I believe, 4 different times. Um, One of them is like this, and I think this is the only one you're gonna get in the stories. The other one is with her completely naked. Another one with her completely naked with a guy fucking her, smoking a bong. And I believe there's one more. But I love this album. This album's great. Fucking amazing. There we go. Higher it up just a tiny little bit. Or maybe not. Anyways, yeah, this album's real good. It sounds a little bit like, well, Long Live the Kings. I love Long Live the Kings. It was heart pumping, bass thumping type shit. Yeah, roll us a joint. This track right here. I love it. It's one of the best tracks to get high from. Pound for pound, great starter track. And I mean, when me and my wife first popped this in, I was like, yeah, that's it. I was already pumped listening to the rest of the fucking album. Hold it in. I love how they started out. Hold it in. Everybody gotta hold it in. Oh, I died. And then this track, great three beginner tracks to start off the rest of the album. I mean, one of my wife's favorite track is Honey Dip. I mean, the sexual track, of course, so you know how Time Up Kings do. So, watch out featuring twiztid. It was a wonderful thing to hear the Time Up Kings and twiztid begin on a track. I mean, if a lot of you that don't know, way back when twiztid first came on Psychopathic and everything, and it was also when Time Up Kings first got on the scene, they had some beef. And I know a lot of people don't know this, but it's true. They had beef back in the day, and then they finally squashed it. And ever since then, they've been down with the clown. They've been doing tours together and tracks and shit. And it's an amazing thing, very amazing thing. So yeah. All right, let's see what's next. All right. MGK. Yes, I'm getting mainstream a little bit. At first, I was very iffy on if I want to buy it or not, because Wild Boy, I liked it, but it seemed like he was doing it whatever he can to get big. And I said, fuck it, buy the album anyway, because I saw that it had Matt Shadow and the guitarist from Avenged Sevenfold as the beginner track, and I was like, whoa, I gotta hear this now. Not only that, but he has fucking DMX on the track, which is literally the darkest track on this album, and I love it. One of my favorite tracks on this album. Another one is with Tech Nine and Twister. That there's no words to describe how powerful that song is. Those three are so good on the song together, period. Let's see, another one of my favorites is Hold On, featuring Young Jeezy. Even the video is great with it. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's fucking mind blowing. This is one of the only mainstream rap albums besides Eminem and Yellow Wolf that I would listen to fully from front to back. Mainstream rap might still have a chance. It's a very slim because of all the whack-ass rappers, mainstream rappers, out there still today. But by far, a very good album for his mainstream debut. I gotta say, he did an amazing job. And if you guys were thinking about getting this album for sure, I guarantee it. I'm an underground listener. I hate mainstream. So for me saying that this mainstream album is this shit, it's the shit. I'm very picky when it comes to music like this. Like I said, a really good pickup. Very good pickup. Alright. Another one that I want to talk about, my wife doesn't, I'm using her laptop. It doesn't have this album out here yet. I don't understand why. But what I'm talking to next is twiztid. You know what, I'm going to put on some twiztid. Because I can't listen to mainstream and talk about twiztid. I can't. So, I'm going to listen to this. There we go. That's a better mood for twiztid. Twiztid Abominations. We got both of them, and I just gotta say this. This is the best work I've ever heard from twiztid. This is like the album Wicked on a whole other level, hands down. What can I say about this album? Bad Side is a very good starter track. It's not hype. I mean, none of these songs are hype. It's just mind blowing. It's that wicked shit, that Juggalo craze. And I'm not gonna lie, when when My Death Pop came out, and how much of a disappointment it was for me. And Abominations was starting to get some hype. I'm not gonna lie, I was starting to get a little iffy about it. I'm like, ICP did horrible. I mean, that doesn't mean that Twiztid didn't do horrible. I'm not gonna lie though. Heartbreak and Homicidal, not my favorite album from them. That's probably the worst album in my opinion from Twiztid. I mean, I liked a few songs, but I just didn't like it. And then they came back with Abominations, and this is the shit. I mean, my favorite track is LDLHA IVCSYWA. I mean, honestly, I forgot what it means. I've had all these albums. I've been listening to them and all of them, and I mean, I knew what it meant. If I heard the song, I would tell you what it means. I mean, look it up. Buy the album. Fuck it. Buy the album and listen to it. Don't illegally download this shit. I mean, with me, I do it, and if I like it, I'll buy the album. If I don't like it, I'm gonna get rid of it. End of story. I'm trying to be an artist myself and support them. I mean, if you have a little bit extra change that you're not going to be using, you're not going to say you're going to be using it for stupid shit, and you want to listen to good music, just buy some good music. That's it. But Twiztid, like I said, this is the best album this year coming from Psychopathic. I mean, there's saying from the Knox side that he's getting tired of this. I'm just like, how in the hell are you gonna get tired of this and still sound like you don't want to stop? I love this album. If they come on more albums like this, I mean, they're gonna overpower ICP, that hands down. I mean, they did it with this year. I believe ICP is underneath Twiztid this year, hands down. But that's here nor there. That's my decision. I give this a 5 out of 5, hands down. One of my favorite albums. But now, it's time to listen to some Tech 9 because I'm going to be talking about Boiling Point. Boiling Point. As you can see, I got this motherfucker autographed. I pre-ordered the bitch. I love this album. I pre-ordered it because I knew it was going to be dark again. One of my favorite tracks is this right here, Paint on Your Pillowcase. Shit is dope. You're a liar. Another favorite track, and Should I Kill. Those are my 3 in alone. That's my 4 out of 7 favorite tracks from this album. I mean, the whole EP is dope. Don't get me wrong, the whole album is dope. But those are my favorites on this album. Now, I heard Iba. I downloaded it, and it's a good album. I'm still considering buying it. I just don't have the money for it yet. But yeah, I'm talking about the albums that I literally bought, and this is a great album. I mean, right now they put Iba and Boiling Point as one CD, but it's a 2-disc set, and that's available right now. That's recently been released. So if you want, you can go ahead and do that. And but yeah, Tech 9's this shit. Always will be down with Tech 9. So, but now I'm getting out of rap, getting into something a lot heavier. Yes, I don't just listen to rap. I also listen to metal. And All That Remains. This isn't a new album because this is my laptop. But and my CD's in the car, which my wife has. So, but a War of the Week came out when it is a great album. By far, All That Remains has never let me down. Not once. I mean, it's a dope-ass album. I mean, from front to back, they actually have an acoustic, or not acoustic, instrumental track. For once. I mean, I don't know if they've done that, like, in the beginning years, but this has an instrumental track towards the end, and it's beautiful. It fits right in with the album. I mean, even the intro, it's a banging ass album, hands down. I mean, I know this talks about the war and everything, and I'm not big on that because of the simple fact that we shouldn't even been in the war in the first place. Now, I I have a lot to talk about when it comes to government, and I don't talk about that because it's about album reviews. But yes, if you're a metal fan, hard rocker fan, whatever you want to call these guys, get this album. It's a banging ass album, good ass track. One of my favorite tracks is Stand Up and Asking Too Much and What If I Was Nothing. Three favorite songs in my opinion. Um, Coming soon, probably next year, is I'm gonna be doing a lot of shit. Probably around, I might as well do them all at once like I've been doing. So probably probably around April, May, something like that. Right before we start moving, I'll go ahead and do another album review, just a few more albums. And by that time, Rick's debut album is gonna come out. Uh, Brother Lynch Hung's album finally coming out, and I cannot wait to hear it and tell you guys how good it is. What else? What other albums that I think is good? Um, Tech Nine's album's gonna be coming out. Calhoun's album's gonna be coming out. Chris is gonna be coming out in June, so around that time I'm gonna be doing another album review. But that's all album reviews. Like I said, out of the 6 albums that I did reviews on today, a few of my what's the word I'm looking for? The albums that I suggest buying, hands down, are these 4 right here. MGK's Lace Up, you get that shit. Twisted Abominations, with the bonus tracks, I forgot to tell you guys with the bonus tracks, there's only one bonus track per CD. Okay, there's one with Jimmy Madrox, as you see, and another one with Monoxide Child, which is somewhere around the house. This one with Jimmy Madrox is called Return of the Pervert. The chorus with Jamie, it's a good track. Return of the Pervert, come on now. You know Jamie Madrox and Twisted, it's gonna be a bomb ass track. And then the other one with Jimmy Madrox on it, or Monoxide Child, my bad. It's called Sucks to Be You with Classes Malone and Chris Calico. Dope ass track too. The other 2 is Boiling Point. You get this by itself or get that with Eba. You can get the one with Eba with the double disc. You can get that at any store, Best Buy. I actually saw it at a rundown CD store in town today, so it might be in a rundown CD store near you. And then finally, All That Remains. But I got another video to do about more serious shit. So until next time, watch out. Much clown love, motherfuckers.